I'm not watching this right now. Right now, we're covering the news. So apparently, there's a bunch of different news organizations that decided to go out today and ask people what they thought about the debate, and I think that's interesting. You know what I mean? I think that's very interesting. So, where does it start? Oh, yeah, I already had it where it starts. Okay.
Got the debate last night.
Yes,
Based on the debate last night, who do you think won?
Trump. Mrs. Harris, the vice president, lied throughout the whole debate, and I trust Trump.
Projecting. Projecting. Oh my god, look at him projecting.
He's legit, and he's going to help us be proud again.
Based on the debate last night, what do you think you look forward to if Trump does win the election?
Low inflation, gas prices going down.
Hold on, let me just check my voice real quick. Okay, that sounds fine. As long as my voice sounds fine.
And hopefully he can stop all these wars.
Did you watch the debate last night?
Yes, I did.
Who do you think won the debate last night?
Harris.
What do you think she said that was so strong?
She was normal, Trump said. And all with eating of animals. And also that he kept saying, when you've been in office for so many years, she wasn't the president.
What do you look forward to if Kamala Harris is elected as president?
Stability. I hope that there'll be less racism.
That's a good point. That was a good point. She was not actually president. I mean, it is still a good argument, but it is something that she could have come back with, which she didn't. She herself, Kamala Harris, didn't even say anything about it. But, you know.
Less
It is what it is.
anti-Semitism. And I think she could bring everyone together.
Who do you think won the debate last night?
Well, I'm a Trump supporter, but I got to give it to Harris. I didn't expect what she said and everything. There was a lot of lies up there, but I'm a Trump supporter, but I got to give it to Harris.
Do you think that the debate last night is going to play a big effect in you on who you're going to vote for?
No, not me. And hopefully it's not on other people neither. I was surprised that what Kamala Harris did in the debate.
That's what these shoppers had to say. Let us know in the comment section.
Interesting. I really would have wanted to ask him what he was referencing when he says what Kamala Harris did in the debate. Interesting. Okay. So one more time. Now it's Detroit. All right, so a group, I'm guessing, from Detroit, undecided voters, raised at the presidential debate.
Many people have their minds made up over who they are debate. He talked.
Oh, hi, I'm Faraz Javed for 7 News Detroit. So yesterday was a presidential debate. Former President Donald Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris went head-to-head on issues that impact our communities. Yesterday, I spoke to an undecided voter and asked her what are some of the issues that matter to her the most? What are some of the things she would like candidates to focus on during the debate? So today I'm going to meet her and another undecided voter and ask them to grade both candidates.
Kamala Harris. Let's have a good debate.
Have fun.
After watching last night's debate, Peg Perrin had much to share.
Nothing really changed, convinced me that I really like one over the other one.
So
I'm still undecided.
You're still undecided?
Yeah, I really am.
Now let's start off with economy. How did former President Trump...
I mean, I feel like at this point, the people who are undecided are like this freaking lady. Wiggles. Hey, welcome in, Rocket Kitty. How you do? Hope you're doing pretty swell. Oh my god.
Well, he talked about his record, basically. I'll give him a B.
What about Vice President?
She didn't seem to agree with a lot of the record, the Biden-Harris economy, so I'm going to give her a C.
For foreign affairs and the two wars, Peg gave Trump
What?
a C.
Because he claims he's going to...
He didn't agree with the criticisms that were unfounded? Or she didn't agree. What is she talking about? What? This is beautiful, dude. This diving into the mind of a completely undecided voter like this is absolutely wow. Like, what do you mean? What?
Stop the wars right away on day one, and I didn't hear how he's going to do it.
What about Harris?
I give her a D. She doesn't have any experience. She's been there for 3.5.
She doesn't have any experience, and then she goes on to say she's been there for 3.5 years.
2.5 years, we're supporting a certain side.
On the topic of border,
What? This person makes absolute. They're a Trump supporter, clearly, or not Trump supporter, but definitely Trump leaning.
Peg put down a B and a C.
Now, is it because the way they answered it, or is it
Past
the way?
performance and the way they answered it too.
Okay.
For
I'm
gun
racist, is
control,
basically
Trump
what she's
ended
saying,
up
okay.
with a C, while Harris got a B.
I don't understand why they don't outlaw assault rifles. And then, of course, she moved down to mental health, and unfortunately, guns are getting in the hands of people with mental issues.
As far as you remember, they didn't speak about mental health.
Interesting. So it sounds like she might be mostly on the Republican side, except for gun control.
But if you think about what they've been championing for the past few years, how would you grade them?
I'll give them both a C because
Okay.
I really, yeah.
Just looking at this
Yeah,
right now,
yeah,
feels
neither
like
one of them has really said
slightly
anything
more-
about that. I
Slightly.
wouldn't even
The
do a
debate
C.
didn't really make that much of an impact
Be like-
for me. I'm not sure about others.
Speaking of others, I also met with another Michigan voter, Rochelle Kowalski, who shared her ballot choice after watching the debate.
If I had to vote today,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be voting.
And her grades for each candidate.
She wouldn't be voting? I mean, this is the kind of people that we're talking about. When do we play video games? In a little bit. I have a couple of stuff that I wanted to cover, and then we can play some games. Then we can do Deadlock.
pretty much echoed similar sentiments.
I think they've both done an okay job, but I don't think they've done enough.
But
Around.
Rochelle did want to add one more issue.
And that is?
Abortion rights.
Oh,
I firmly believe that men need to stay out of
admittedly,
women's-
that's a good point. That's a good point. I'm surprised that he didn't add abortion rights to that. That is one of the biggest things that we've talked about. Really, let's look at it. Economy, foreign affairs, wars. Okay, I guess he just wants them to specifically think about Ukraine and the genocide, the border, gun control. Not sure what that one says.
bodies.
That's why Rochelle gave
Mental
Trump a
health.
hard
Mental health above fucking with fucking the other one not even there.
F and Harris
Abortion.
a solid A.
Overall, how did they do?
They both did horrible
Really?
because neither one of them came in with a plan.
For 7 News Detroit, I'm
Excuse me, did you not see Harris's plan, or does she mean like plan for the like for what she? But she still talked about what she was gonna do. I'm so confused. I don't even know if this person watched it. That's the thing. I have a feeling that they did not watch it.
Faraz Javed.
Or if they did, they just like were doing something else the whole time. You know what I mean? Like you watch it and like you're just on your phone doing unrelated stuff and not actually pay attention and only listening in when you hear something that sounds like, you know, something you wanted to hear anyway. And you're like, oh, I agree with that. Let's listen to something I agree with and see what happens. Let's see if I agree with the thing that I hear like I agree with. So Maine now. This is, what is this? News Center, Maine. Let's see what people say.
Station, either of the two will
I'm
have
so
another
curious.
debate
I love
before
doing
Election
this.
Day. And with that in mind, we checked in with Mainers about how they are feeling after the debate.
News Center Maine's Christian Harsa spent the day speaking with voters and has their thoughts.
Sign in hand, I went around the Bangor area to hear what Mainers think about Tuesday night's presidential debate between former President Donald Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris.
It was like putting a child into the ring with Mike Tyson.
And in your analogy, I guess, who's the child and who's Mike Tyson?
Mike Tyson would be Trump.
But not all feel the same.
I thought Harris.
What? What? Oh my god. At first I was like, yeah, no, that's an apt analogy, because like she really, like, every single hit that she set up, she fucking got it in, and you know what I mean? Every single hit that she was gonna put out, she fucking punched him. She got him with all of them. She landed, that's the word that I was looking for. It's just, what? What?
Absolutely took it. 100%.
And some aren't enthusiastic about either candidate's performance.
Both candidates lacked substance.
One person will punch low and the other one will punch lower.
I guess I'm not a huge fan of either candidate.
I unfortunately plan on voting for Donald Trump because I feel backed into a corner on certain issues.
The dominant issue for many Bangor area voters is money.
Inflation,
Unfortunately.
and the economy, the price of groceries, and everything that we all face daily.
While others are focused on reproductive rights.
There are a lot of issues.
See, this is why Kamala, it was good. That's what I was saying. It was good that she focused on including personal anecdotes because people's main thing is that they wanted to know who she was. And she did pretty good at that. But she's still not connecting with the people, which is something that, admittedly, most Democrats just struggle with overall. They're so weird about it. You know what I mean? Because, a lot of the Republicans have a plan, and they're like, oh, we're going to tell people that we're doing this, and we're just going to do the opposite instead. So they have a plan, and these guys are just like, fuck off. Trust me, I'm helping you. And it's just like, what? That's such a weird dichotomy.
One of them, of course, is abortion rights. And the biggest thing, in my opinion, is to save our democracy.
Regardless of who is elected president, some say they simply hope to see the country improve.
It's not about Congress, it's not about the president, it's about the people in this country. In my personal opinion, when I look around, I see our country is going in a bad direction.
Of those I spoke with, none said that either
What does he mean
candidate's
by that?
performance changed how they plan to
Always
vote.
so curious as to know what they mean by that. What do you mean by that? There's a lot of things you can mean by that. When you start looking at the people and saying there's an issue with the people, what people? You're repeating more freaking things from history again? Have we not learned our fucking lesson?
In November, in Bangor, Christian Harsa, News Center, Maine.
That was pretty good. I like that. All right. Oh, we have one more. ATQ News. Wish we had better choices. Voters in Billings. What the fuck is Billings? Who the fuck cares about Billings? Montana. Oh, they're all gonna be pro-Trump, dude.
Covered a wide variety of topics that elicited
Well,
opinions.
is Montana? I don't think it's a. Let's look this up. Nope. Pennsylvania, Nevada. I don't want to have to log in. Oh, stupid New York Times. God damn it. What's the fuck it. Hold on, let me find this. We'll play this in the meantime.
It's from everyone. But we wanted to find out if it changed anything right here in the Magic City.
What's up, good debate? See, have fun.
Tuesday night's debate kicked off with a handshake and over 57 million Americans tuning in.
Conservative members of the United States.
I felt she baited Trump and that Trump fell for it.
There are moments of inspiration and definitely moments of feeling defeat and sadness for the situation in our culture right now.
Each individual state.
We asked voters Wednesday their takeaways.
I grew up in Montana. I grew up in Great Falls in the 70s and 80s, and I think I was taught honesty, integrity, and social activism and justice, and I saw those in one candidate and not the other.
I'm not really in favor of either person. I don't think I like either as a person.
Vice President Harris and former President Trump touched on a wide variety of topics and had a series of intense exchanges.
She copied Biden's plan and it's like 4 sentences.
But the voters
like
MTN
run,
News
spot,
spoke with
run.
held steady with their choice, saying the debate didn't change their opinion on much.
I will be voting for Republican just because my values more closely relate to that.
So I'll be voting for Kamala.
We're in agriculture, and so we're very conservative, and yeah, Trump just needs to tape his mouth shut, and I'm definitely not a big fan of hers.
No matter.
Trump just keeps to keep his mouth shut. Oh my God, there you go, dude. I mean, people are just admitting left and right that he lost. It's
The way
ridiculous.
they will be voting come November, everyone shared similar thoughts on the candidates.
I just feel like the choice out there to me is the lesser of two evils, or two people I don't really care for.
I wished we had better choices. I'm just not happy with either choice.
But a decision the American people will have to make. come
AKA, I don't want to vote Democrat, but also, I don't like Trump. He lost. He's the loser. Big loser. Such a loser. The
And
worst
we now know
loser.
what it looks and sounds like to have both Kamala Harris and Donald Trump on the same stage together. Kellyanne Stan Santella takes us to Brookings and South Dakota State University for
Dakota.
reaction to last night's presidential debate.
Interesting.
SDSU political science professor Evan Wiltsey held a debate watch party on campus Tuesday night.
Interesting.
For such
a
an audience,
debate
the upcoming
watch party.
election
I
may
like
not
that.
grab their attention quite like it does for other demographics.
One of the issues that strikes us as political scientists is the lower voter turnout among the young population.
From her vantage point, last night's debate was an
A lot of the times, people are very honest, and like the thing is that people have a hard time just acknowledging people for who they are, for what we are, people. You know what I mean? And there's a lot, like, if you speak to a lot of younger voters, their opinion is, I don't know because I don't really have an opinion because I don't really know, so I don't think I should vote. That's usually the opinion, or I don't care. Which, you could hope that they care, maybe. They care about the fact that they can make a difference, but that's up to them.
improvement when compared to the debate between Trump
Well,
and
education, like that's something that people ask for straight up.
current President Joe Biden.
The overall level of debate, I think, was elevated. One of the most important things that pleased me was that they actually talked about policy instead of personal attacks. We had a lot of policy areas covered.
SDSU senior Ella Waterworth also saw a better event.
I think that they both did a better job than I had thought. I think it went better than the first debate that Trump had with Joe Biden.
What do you mean? Yes, Kamala did better than that. Trump, I think he did better against Joe Biden because he didn't do anything. Here, he straight up like tripped and fell over every single fucking little brick that Kamala or banana, any banana peel that fucking Kamala left for him. Kamala with
But
the
she
banana
wasn't thrilled
peels.
with all of it.
At some points, I definitely thought
Banana
that there
Kamala.
were questions or interruptions or some fact-checking that was happening to Trump and not Kamala.
SDSU junior Phoenix Foster has her own concerns.
I expected way more intelligence.
Not only that, but she wants a candidate to get to the
I'm sorry, girl. Those are pretty fucking high expectations, okay? Some intelligence might even still be a bit high of an expectation for a fucking American national debate like that.
The point.
I wanted more direct answers to each question and less insults to each.
Oh, dude, I remember when I felt that way, especially like when I first started looking into like politics, started caring about shit, and I was like, why do they never answer the fucking question? They just talk about something unrelated, and then what pisses me off is that always, the reporter's just like, okay, cool, that's your answer. It's not a fucking answer. Half of the time, they don't fucking answer it. Sometimes they completely don't answer, and then they do have to call some of them out. But, like, they say, oh, yeah, about this thing that you're talking about. Well, this thing that you're talking about is actually related to this other thing that I want to talk about, and then they talk about whatever it is that they want to talk about. As opposed to sometimes they're just straight up are just like, don't even acknowledge the question.
Each other.
There are just under 8 weeks until Election Day, and SDSU sophomore Braxton Taff is the kind of voter each campaign will be eager to impress. He's undecided, and the debate didn't leave him overly enthusiastic.
I thought it was a little silly. I thought both sides were, they didn't seem like they were too keen on answering any of the questions they were asked.
Nevertheless, he thinks he'll vote in November, but he's looking for
course not.
clarity and substance.
I just kind of want to cut out all the crap and just know what their plans are.
In Brookings, Dan.
Bro, that'll never happen. That'll never happen in the systems that we have. That's hilarious. Cut out all the crap and just actually know what they plan to do. Dude, if they actually told you what they plan to do, things would be different. Okay, so we heard different perspectives, but we've heard like a very overall push that, you know, Trump won, Trump did so well, and it is so interesting because I was watching the reaction for the Fox News people, and this fucking lady goes off, and I am so surprised that she's allowed to go off the way